Hey y'all, welcome back to Wuthering Waves. So you haven't really seen me for a while. That's because I was building a new family home. We just moved in. During that time, I kind of took a break from gacha games, but I've just come back and I've really been enjoying playing Wuthering Waves and Zenless Zone Zero. I'm waiting for other gacha games like a Cartethyia restart, and I've decided to make a brand new free-to-play Wuthering Waves account. Yes, a new one. If you follow the previous series, that account I've kind of become less interested in because I did take a long break. I haven't really touched it, and making a fresh account just sounded like a more fun experience. So hopefully that sounds fun for you guys as well. I feel like now is a really great time for a new player to start. You can get a ton of pulls just by doing the content. And, you know, we have a great lineup of banners to make really good teams that any player starting now could make. I'm looking forward to progressing this account and showing it to you guys. I'm not really going to set any goals. Obviously, the end goal is always to beat the end game. And I guess when we get to that point, I will feel like the account's in a good state. There aren't any goals. I'm just going to be having fun, sharing that with you guys. And I hope that's interesting enough to keep you around. By the way, if my voice or if I look a little weird, it's because it's pollen season. And unfortunately, I do have a slight allergy problem with pollen. So maybe I sound a little sick. I'm not. It's just allergies being annoying. So yeah, just to look at what this account is currently looking like. For context, this was an account that I made months ago when Yao was free. So you'll see I have a Yao here. This was the free Yao. He's level 1. He's going to stay level 1. I'm going to act as if this account does not have him. I made this account back in the day because I thought maybe I would want a new account in the future and I would have Yao. But I've decided I've played enough Yao. I really want a fresh experience. But I still wanted to jump into this account because I did play a lot of this account back when I made it for like a week or so. So I did have a lot of exploration done. So it would save me some time. As far as the account progress goes, for maps, I've pretty much explored almost all of the map. Rinasita still got a little bit of work left to do. Mostly these areas here and a little bit of these. I've done all of Black Shores, almost all of Wang. So yeah, I do have a lot of stuff done, and as a result, I have a lot of pulls stocked up. Specifically, if we go here, I have 53,000 asteroid plus 43 pulls. Now, this is probably a bit more than what an absolute new player would have, because back when I played this account for like a week, you know, I did do dailies for that week, do the events that were out at that time. So I'm probably maybe like 5, 6, 7,000 asteroid ahead of what a new player would be, but that's not that bad, right? It's not that far out from what a new player would have, and the plan that I have for this account can be done without this extra asteroid. Can't see, but I basically have no pulls at all on anything. Have zero pity on all banners. I haven't done a single pull here. As you can see, I have 133 pulls. No pulls here, no pulls here. I haven't chosen my beginner's choice, so I will be doing all of that in this video. Let me just explain to you real quick what the plan is for this account and why I think this is a great time to start as a new player. The reason is that we are currently having the anniversary stuff, so there are a few events that give you a decent amount of rewards. There's an elusive realm going on right now. The main reason I say this is because as a new player, you will stock up on a lot of pulls. You're pretty much guaranteed to get what is probably going to be the strongest team in the game that will perform well both in Tower and Wuthering Waves, which are the two endgame modes that we currently have. And that is by getting Ciaccona right now, who is the current banner, and then the next banner is going to be Cartethyia, who is going to be the next really strong unit, I think. She's not out yet, so I can't say that with 100% certainty, but she will probably be completely busted. So you could get Ciaccona, and you could get Cartethyia in the next banner. And I do believe the best team for Cartethyia is going to be Ciaccona and Arrow Rover, which is the main character that you will already have, that you will be able to upgrade, that you get a 5-star weapon for from the story. That team is really easy to put together, and you'll still be left with a lot of pulls to build a second team that you can build later on, or you can build now, because there is an option that you have here. Since we are running anniversary events, if you wanted to stay free to play, it's a little risky. If you wanted to spend a little bit, it's a good option, which is you do have Changli and Brent that you can pick up here. And then after Cartethyia, we're getting the Lupa banner. Lupa's best team is probably going to be Lupa, Changli, and Brent. The only thing here is that if you pick up Brent and Changli, you really, especially as a new player, you probably won't have any other options. So you definitely want to pick up Brent's signature weapon. Otherwise, you will struggle to build a strong brand. So it is risky for free to play. If if we win the 50-50 on Ciaccona, I might go a little crazy and consider doing that. Right now, the plan is get Ciaccona, get cartethyia, and that's a really good team for both endgame modes. I'm not going to pick up her signature because you can get a 5-star weapon for free when you reach Union level 45 right here. They give you this chest and you can pick, and I'll just pick Static Mist for her. For cartethyia, I am planning on picking her up and her signature. I think we'll see how the numbers pan out. But yeah, the plan is for limited, pick up Ciaccona, then cartethyia. And for beginner banners, it's the same thing we always do. Verena. You want Verena. I don't really want anyone else. If I get 3 Verenas, I would be happy because Verena's second dupe is pretty good. By the way, you've noticed that in the previous series, I did a bunch of rerolls to start off with a Jinji. This time around, I've decided absolutely no rerolls. I'm just gonna play with the cards that I'm dealt. It makes it maybe a little more fun, maybe even a little more frustrating at times, but I do think that rerolling can give you a pretty big advantage that you wouldn't get if you don't reroll. So I thought, okay, this time around, I'm just gonna farm and then do whatever I can because I feel like that's a more relatable type of account to most people. Anyways, enough yapping. We're going to start with the beginner banner here. We're gonna do the 50 pulls. So basically, if we get Verena here, I might still pick up another Verena here, but we'll see. So let's do our 50 pulls or less if we're lucky. Nothing. That's not a great pull, but let's keep going. Oh, okay, we got a super early second 10 pull. That's pretty cool. If we get a Verena here, that would be excellent. Calchara. I actually love Calchara's playstyle. It's just his damage is not great. I'm not gonna play Calchara. So kind of a bad pickup, but we do get a choice convene here and we do get a choice here. So we're gonna pick Verena up here because Verena is the way to go, and I'm gonna pick up a second Verena on the choice. That's just how I like to play. Like, I don't really plan to play any other standard characters, and I would like to have that 2-dupe Verena. So I'm gonna pick a Verena again here, and we're gonna go ahead and do a few pulls. So this goes up to 80. No characters. There are characters in this banner. I'm getting like no characters at all. Okay, there you go. Got Chichia. I would like to get a more Teffi, something like that. Or Sanwas is good. That's a good pick. All right, Danjin. All right, I love Danjin. I used to play her a lot. Okay, what do we have here? Oh, more Teffi. I'll take that. That's a good one. Ooh, 2 dupes. And I believe this is the 5-star. So that would be Verena. Okay, so we're 1 dupe away from my goal, which is 2-dupe Verena. I'm not gonna do any more standard pulls though. Whoa, another one? Yo, could this be a Verena? 2 Verenas? All right, hey, we've reached the dupe goal. 2 dupe Verena. Awesome, dude. Let's go. That's crazy. That's crazy. Nice. I'm super stoked about that. And the reason I really like Verena's second dupe here is because it just makes her build her concerto faster, which makes her rotation even faster, which is quite nice. I really like this dupe, and I'm pretty stoked. I got 3 Verenas. I have no reason to pull on the standard banner for now. I have 37 pulls. I'll probably just save pulls for if I ever want a standard weapon now, because I don't really see any reason to use them on the standard actual banner because I don't really need any more characters. So now that we're done with standard pulls, let's jump into the meat and potatoes of this. Let's do our Ciaccona pulls. It would be awesome to get a really early pull here. It would tempt me to go for that Lupa team. By the way, I still have a few pulls here that I can get. I can still get these. Well, actually, I can get them right now. Anyways, let's get into this. First 10 pull. Okay. It would have been crazy if that was a 5-star. More Teffi dupes is great. The 4-stars on this banner are actually pretty good. More Teffi and Yang Yang, they definitely have their uses. Danjin is a little more niche, but having a fully powered Danjin can actually carry you through some of the game. Second 10 pull. Third 10 pull. Oof. Now, are we winning the 50-50? Let's find out. Okay, so this account has been pretty lucky. Wow, this account has been pretty lucky. Okay, so we got a Danjin. Now the question is, do we win the 50-50? Do we win the 50-50? Oh, I have the best Verena. The best Verena on the planet right now. What the hell? Well, we did lose the 50-50, but you know, I can't really get mad at that. All right, so this is, I don't know, I forget what my pity was, but let's say this is first 10 pull. We got Lumi, second 10 pull here. Okay. more Teffy. I love getting more Teffy copies. That is great. Losing that 50-50 was kind of oof. Okay. Oh no, my camera froze. My camera froze. Okay, let me restart this real quick. All right, we're back. That was a terrible time for my camera to freeze. We got a ciaccona super early. I'm so stoked about this. So the first 50-50 loss, we went to 30, and what now? Like we went to 30 again? Was that it? Like something like that, right? That was crazy. That was so awesome. But let's see. I mean, we know we're getting the ciaccona here, but what if we get a double like we did in the standard? Who knows? Oh, I wonder who it is. Ciaccona. I did not spend a lot of pulls to get this. I did not spend a lot of pulls. Like, well, like 60, something like that. I still have so many. That is really good. That is super good. All right, so we still have, let's do some quick math here. So 51,760 divided by 160, that's about 323 pulls. Plus we have an extra 22 here. So we're still sitting at about close to 350 pulls. All I need to get next is cartethyia, right? So next banner is cartethyia. This went well enough to the point where I kind of feel tempted to go for this team. I'm not gonna do it yet, only because it's a scary thing to do, right? Because if it was just the two of them, that would be one thing. But it's the two of them plus Brandt's weapon, plus I want to get cartethyia, plus I want to get cartethyia's weapon, plus I want to get Lupa after that. Like, that's a lot of characters to get in a row. I would have to win every 50-50 kind of. I mean, I'm still going to get more pulls on top of that, but you get what I mean. Like, it is very risky. So for now, I'm not going to do it, but maybe in a future video, I'll change my mind and go a little crazy. 15, 20... 23 pity. So 23 pity, then got Verena, then 32 pity, got ciaccona. That is quite crazy. That's like 60 pulls, less than 60 pulls for an E3 Verena, I guess, and a ciaccona. And we still have a lot of stuff saved up. This is a pretty good start. This was a great start. This was a great start. So over the next few days, I'm going to be building my ciaccona. But yeah, what do you guys think? This is a really solid start. I'm kind of flabbergasted. That was a really good start. I did not expect it to go that well. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I plan on making updates every now and then. I'm not going to stick to a schedule like I said before. I'm just happy to do videos every now and then. I also plan to make general videos that are not just like, oh, free-to-play account videos. I want to talk about like gacha games. I have a few games on the horizon that I'm really excited for, like Etheria Restart. I'm gonna make content for that, I think. Arc Knights in August, we're getting Enfield. I'm excited for that. And then, you know, we've just got all other announcements like Silver Palace, Ananta on the way. We have so many promising gacha games. I'm happy to be back, as even though I probably won't be super active, I plan to still have fun making the videos that I feel like doing. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope to see you in the next few videos. Until then, see you next time.